An Israeli drone strike in southern Gaza has killed at least one Palestinian child and injured several others. Israel has killed at least 73,000 Palestinians and injured nearly 173,400 others since the beginning of the genocide. The latest attack comes just a day after the UN released a report pointing to evidence of Israel's deliberate targeting of Palestinian children in both Gaza and the occupied West Bank. Now, under international law, targeting children is a primary factor in establishing genocidal intent. The UN Commission of Inquiry reports Israeli forces deliberately carried out such attacks against children in Gaza. It also reported similar violations in the occupied West Bank. The report says Israeli forces subjected Palestinian children to torture, severe mistreatment, and sexual violence in detention facilities. And the findings highlight attacks on neonatal and maternal care facilities in Gaza that harmed newborns and increased miscarriages and birth defects. It says the destruction of healthcare, education, and childcare services will have lasting consequences for future generations of Palestinians.
Let me also mention and highlight the fact that 30% of those who were killed during the war are actually children. Now, children have not been only killed during the war, but they have been tortured, they have been deprived from their basic necessities. Now, wherever you go across the Gaza Strip, you see the impact of this report. Children not being able to access medicine, where hospitals are filled with children that do have chronic illnesses, that are waiting for treatment, are injured from the war, and they are unable to receive their treatment. Children who lost both of their families, and children losing parts of their bodies because they touched explosive ordnance, or they were injured by an Israeli airstrike. Now, all of this is also beside the emotional and mental torture that children have been going through. Now, a lot of children are always scared. They're traumatized from the sound of explosions. What children are going through is very harsh, and especially the fact that they are always queuing on lines of water tanks and also community kitchens, and they're also deprived from their basic rights like education and medicine.